如果你是第一次，如果你不认识我的话，我上个赛季爬到台服精英，不是上个赛 S15啊，爬到台服精英。然后我以前是玩美服的 ，S15是我第一次玩的台服。然后我美服是我从 S10开始是这个样子的，就是我是一步一步上来的，我跟其他人不太一样。我是从 S1 就是黄金1、黄金4，然后慢慢白金、钻石，然后 S6的时候才第一次到大师，所以我花了6个赛季6个赛季才第一次到大师，所以我跟其他人比较不一样，我是慢慢从大师一直卡很久，然后我遇到子婷老师之后，他就带我从大师变成中师，然后 S10我是第一次到达精英 ，S10之后我基本上都有美服700到就是600到900分左右，600分到800分左右的实力了。所以在美服的话，600到800分就是差不多就是精英，就精英到中师到精英的水准。那当然我 S14跟 S15没有玩，S15玩的是台服 ，S14我是没有办法玩的，因为我人在中国。今天想要给大家看的东西是我花了2400台币，我花了2400台币找了 Broseph TFT 这个人是美服的职业选手。就是一群职业选手的 study group， 就是职业选手会有自己的小群，然后这个小群会是有就是他们会自己的讨论帮啊，就是用中文这样翻译好一点，职业选手讨论帮。然后这个人算是这个讨论帮的，说是帮主对吗？但是说帮主就是他不是说这个讨论帮最强的人，但是他是讨论帮的创始人，然后他也蛮厉害的，也蛮屌的，就他不是属于那种下半端的那种，然后就算是能够进到世界赛，就是他如果进世界赛不意外的那种人。所以我今天花了2400台币找他给我教学一场，然后我在这里就是在公开的影片里面，就是我放了全部的就是1个小时的整个片段。所以如果你会英文的话，或者是你不想要花那个钱，你可以完全看这个整个片段。我在会员影片我花了一个27分钟整理了一个精华。然后是用中文讲述了我们整个1个小时所带下来的所有的理解的东西。然后我们刚刚录完它 ，So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I think the guy is pretty good. 就是我觉得 Broseph 蛮会教的。That's why I look for him, right? 然后我注意到蛮多，我以前就是像我给大家看我是慢慢爬上来的，所以我觉得我还是能够，我觉得我一定能够再进步。我注意到蛮多以前没有注意到的小东西，说小也不小，但说大也不大，所以算小东西吗？就是正常人是不需要知道这个的，但是对于我来说，我需要知道这个东西，这个东西差很多，所以算是大，就是蛮重要的东西，但是大部分人不会看的那么仔细。那如果你想要订阅那个叫什么？你想要 YT 里面去订阅会员的话，你可以看到那个。那个精简的27分钟的精华版。那 hope you guys like this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow. 明天见，祝大家跑运顺利，拜拜。
Anything specific you'd like to go over, you can go ahead and mention it, and we can do something with that. Otherwise, yeah, we'll just hop into it. Okay.
Okay. So I guess I'll start off with what my goal is. I've hit challengers several sets. The first time I hit was set 10. But I'm never, like, I guess the word consistent is how I like to say it. I'm never consistent in climbing. And although I can, like, hit challenger at the end of this, end of the set, it's always a struggle. Like, I guess the easiest way is to say that I'm like, in terms of an A, I'm usually around 600 to 800 LP. But I can never hit 4 digits. Like, yeah, I can never hit 4 digits. I guess that's the best way to like describe myself. That is my goal. I would like to like be able to hit 4 digit. I want to know what is my issues during during the game. Sure. Am I allowed to record this? I know you're also recording it as well. Okay, good.
All right. Would you ever make 10 in this spot?
If I ever make 10 in this spot? No, I don't think so. I'm holding Caitlyn pair, Ilaoi pair. I can see Caitlyn Lulu potential. I open sword, so it might be a show. I can see myself slamming component and try to win streak in stage 2. So I don't think I will make 10.
Cool. Let me ask you this. If someone else is in, so like other people in your lobby are pretty likely to be in a situation like this as well. If they do the same thing as you, right? So they hold here, they're gonna have, and like they have like probably 2 or 3 pairs as well.
Yep.
And they do the same thing, and then you both meet each other on 2-1. What determines who wins? Because that can happen, right?
Yes.
So I wanted to get you thinking. I want to turn your brain. What determines who wins?
Star level, augment, and item slam.
Correct. Yeah. Star level. Well, let's say the same star level, and your augments both give you an item. Then what? And you both make a decent item.
Positioning.
That's like
that's
25%
like,
of level.
Yeah, that's not that.
I mean, it matters, especially for some units. There's a big, huge thing that you're missing.
Being able to level?
No, you'll both level.
Right. Huh. The quality of the units?
Correct. The quality of the units on the patch. So, if the quality of the units you're playing towards is not very high, that leans you more towards making econ, for example.
Correct.
That's number 1.
Correct.
Number 2 is the more unbalanced the units are, the less you want to hold, basically. The less you want to hold the units that are not
good.
The strongest units in the game.
Yeah.
Basically. So when I look at this spot, at least on this patch, which is what I assume this is played on, right? It's on this
Yes,
patch.
Correct. This was yesterday or like 2 days ago, I think.
Yeah, so what I see is even if everything goes well for you, right? You hit Caitlyn 2, Ilaoi 2, a Bruiser, and you have the long shot, right? And you like do everything right. They're against like if you're sitting, it depends. If you assume everyone plays fully correctly, or maybe not even correctly, fully strongest, I would guess there should be 2 people that are stronger than you. There should be a Kiana 2 that's stronger than you, and there should be a Viego 2 that's also stronger than you. So if there's 2 boards that are stronger than you, and you invested this hard into winning, that's pretty bad, basically.
I see.
And so one thing that's important to carry with you is to know the relative strength of the openers, and that's the first thing. Second thing is value making 10 more than you currently do. I think like it's really, really powerful when both there's like kind of 2 ways that the game can be unbalanced. The early game can be unbalanced, and the late game can be unbalanced. The funny thing now is that like these late games are actually kind of pretty like reasonably balanced right now, actually, in the grand scheme of things. But the early games are really unbalanced.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
So, but like the other way is like common as well, where like the early game is balanced-ish, but the late game isn't balanced, right? There are some patches where only Star Guardians are good, right? And like, how do you have an edge over the other Star Guardian players? You can have more gold or you can have more HP, but the gold is actually more valuable if you are able to manage your HP loss, basically. So that's the first thing I want to point out. If you think the patch is not very balanced, be way more inclined to make 10. So if I told you, so do you think this patch is balanced?
For the early game, no, I don't think so.
What about the late game?
Late game, I'm not entirely sure. I feel like there could be comps that I'm missing out, and that I'm just not aware of.
Yeah.
So I'm not very sure about late game.
So here, as long as you know that the early game is unbalanced, do you know which units are the broken ones? I mean, I kind of spoiled it.
I'm gonna guess it. Even though you did spoil Kiana, so I think the good units are Kiana, Viego. I think Rageblade with Jin is also very good. I think no item Caitlyn 2. Okay, I shouldn't really say that. No item Caitlyn 2 should not be really a consideration. I think Briar could also be very good. Those are the one costs. I think the strong one costs.
Yeah, the strong one costs I think are like Kiana and Viego are like similar, and then Briar's next, and then it's like Jin with like a decent Ionia, I think.
Okay. Wait, decent Ionia or with Rageblade? Does he need Rageblade?
I don't think he needs Rageblade. Why does he need Rageblade?
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's a little bit better earlier in like strong in long fights, but it's not uncommon for your front line to be too weak to sustain Rageblade, so I don't consider it the most important condition.
I see.
Like, if you have frontline upgrades, then Rageblade is really good. If you don't, then Rageblade is like kind of bad.
I see. What are the good Ionians? In terms of Jin?
For Ari, on cast is good, and then either the ones that give you gold or XP are good.
Okay.
Like, they're not strong, but like they're like they're actually pretty strong. If you look at their strength, they're actually pretty good.
I see.
But gold generation is king this set. Like I think 3 Bilgewater is like one of the better openers as well because of just cheating gold.
Is Jarvan good?
Jarvan's okay. The stuff around Jarvan's kind of disappointing.
Oh, that's true. How about Kog'Maw?
Cog is really bad at low investment. So like if you have one item on him and like no mod and like not very many of his good traits, he's really bad. He's decent with good investment. Like if you have 2 items on him and a Cho'Gath, it's pretty good.
And for the 2 costs, I assume the best ones are Nico and Vi.
Yeah, especially Nico in terms of raw power level, but Vi is good with melee items.
Yep.
Okay, you hit everything.
And
here's the thing, right? I don't even necessarily know if you're gonna get punished. I just know that in a good lobby you would for playing a suboptimal opener.
I see.
Or for playing this instead of making econ, basically. Why did you like this?
I thought I have 2 stars. I would most likely level and get 2 more 2 stars in the board.
Okay. What's that gonna do?
Up the strength level of my current board, and probably will preserve probably most likely get a 3 streak or probably 5 streak.
That's fair enough. Usually when you have upgrades already, you more prefer to take item augments. Yeah. You're not really offered these here, but you are offered a roll. Like you're allowed to click the roll button if you think either of these are okay. This set, I think Epoch is very good because they just buffed it. And you can roll for Bard, which is very cheap.
Which is huge.
Yeah, if you're playing for like Fast 9, it's really good for generating you a lot of gold over the course of the game.
Okay. Oh wait, question. Question.
Yeah.
How does Bard played without reroll? I don't really get because him farming 4 costs is not guaranteed, right? So how does the philosophy like go about when you invest 4 rolls? I guess if I take Epoch, I'm not really investing 4 rolls. I'm only investing 1 roll, so I can see that.
Yeah.
But let's say I commit into Bard right on 2-3 on live, and obviously there are going to be people commit into Bard if they don't nerf the Ixtal line. Yeah. How would I take my spot from there?
You would play your strongest board and try to go 9, basically, or 8 even is fine.
So do I keep Bard in hopes of him farming, generating gold for me.
When you say in hopes, what do you mean by that? Isn't he guaranteed to give you gold when you lose?
He's guaranteed to give you 4 gold worth of roll, and also he's guaranteed to hit you 1 unit when you win. But sometimes I feel like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like if I'm trying to win streak, shouldn't I play like quote unquote best strongest board that probably doesn't have Bard in because he has no traits?
No, you make a good point, but why? Why is that valuable?
If I want to go 9, then I need to have sufficient amount of HP. So I probably want, like you said, I should definitely play strongest board. I usually find myself not having Bard in is usually the strongest board. So the trade-off of having Bard in is in hopes of having him farming you actual valuable units. And sometimes, yes, there are chances where you play a 4 cost and Bob just poops out a 4 cost, the same exact copy of the same 4 cost for you. But I feel like gambling on that for like the entirety of stage 3 doesn't really make sense.
Have you ever seen anyone roll for a crystal or a cipher?
Yes. Wait, actually, no. I don't think I fully understand how that works.
Oh, okay.
But yes, I've seen it.
Basically, they're trying to generate gold, right?
Correct.
And so you're right that you need a sufficient HP. But like, I'll propose you this. Even if you don't put the Bard in until stage 4, you still profit a lot of gold. And your board is like a little bit weaker. Like Bard isn't that weak of a unit is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you put him in on stage 4 and lose 5 rounds, you get 15 rolls, which is 30 gold equivalent, right?
Yes.
That's a lot of gold.
Wait, so you say playing him in stage 4, like the start of stage 4.
Yeah, that one's good for stacking to go to 9. Yeah.
Okay.
It gives about as much gold as a 250 loss for crystal for last set.
So like if you're sorry to cut you off. Let me get this straight. If I know I'm stacking stage 4 just to go fast 9, right? Having Bard in is very good because of the gold generation. I can see. Yep.
Yeah, and the Bard is like, here's the thing. I think you're undervaluing gold generation. I think like gold generation is the most OP thing in the entire game. Every good strategy is made significantly better if they have gold generation. Right now in the set, what is that? That's like bilge water generates gold.
Bilge water,
Ionia.
Yep.
Ixol can generate gold.
Bard generates gold. What else?
Bard generates gold. If you're not playing one of those things, Bard generating gold is super duper, super powerful. Cause like literally, if you have them on the board, like you're a little bit weaker, right? But
the amount of gold.
You roll. The first thing is you rolled 4 times on 2-3. If you rolled 4 times, your board should be more upgraded, right?
Correct.
So you would have more HP from doing that, and then because like how long does it take Bard to make the money back? If you lose, it takes like 2 losses usually to make like the 4 rolls back, and then everything after that is profit. It's just pure profit. So getting that amount of gold for free, like people will sometimes downgrade their board by an equivalent amount to just make 20 on 2-5 or 2-6.
Correct. When
they're on a loss, right? Like they'll do it because it's worth it, right? And like getting this much gold as a result of downgrading your board by a little bit is easily worth it. And here's the thing. You can use some of the rolls on 8 too. Like you can roll a bit on 8 and use that to help stabilize your HP.
I see.
Like if you have like 2-star Loris, 2-star Ari, 2-star whatever, right, on your board, and you have a Bard on the board, and you'll be able to win some rounds on stage 4, right? Or like there'll be some rounds you can win on stage 4, which means you can go 9 for free, and having the Bard give you money can convert into more. Like you can also roll opportunistically with the Bard itself to generate you HP back from having the Bard.
When do you think it's I guess this is a dumb question. When do you think it's the idea of dropping Bar out in like stage 3? Like let's say I'm not sacking for stage 4, right? And I can't go fast. My idea is roll on stage 4, try to find a level 8 board, and then go from there. when do you think it's a good time for me to drop Bard? Do I just keep tanking in stage 3, or is there some...
If you're playing a level 8 comp, you drop it on 4-2. If you're playing a level 9 comp, you drop it on 5-1.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
Or like you drop it when you start sending it to roll, basically.
Yeah, I see. Okay. Is there so does that mean econ augments are extremely like more valuable this set because of how Bard works?
Yeah, they're quite valuable. Yeah, I think so.
Do I ever... What are the spots if knowing that Bard is this useful and I'm almost always gonna be having 10 gold at least on 2-3? What is the idea of for me to not roll for Bard?
Okay, I think the way it currently stands, you don't want to do it unless you generated a lot of gold through your augment, or most importantly, free rolls. Like the signal to roll for it is free rolls, and if you don't have free rolls and you're not playing reroll, and you have an in on your board, like then you don't play it, basically.
I see. So what the current patch...
also significantly less valuable if it's less valuable if you have another source of gold gen as well. Because then like you're already paying like an expense on your board to generate gold. You don't want to double dip because then you're kind of too weak, basically.
Yeah, true. Okay, so let's say if this current patch hits live, if I want to just one trick a comp, would you say... I mean, obviously this patch is not hitting live. But let's say this patch did hit live and I want a one trick, just one comp. Would you say try to have econ start at always, go for Bard into a lose streak Singe? Is that a good idea?
Singe is a bit weird because you're trying to use all your slots to start winning on 4-1 or 3-1 or 3-2, I should say. So you would probably not roll for Bard then.
Okay. Yep.
Because you would just take eco and that would be your gold. Yeah, basically.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Okay. That makes sense.
Like, I'll tell you what a good strat on this patch was. a good strat, excuse me. A good strat on this patch was aggressively making 10 early, like 1-3, 1-4. And then deciding if you can play YISYordle. If you can, you would roll for Bard on 2-3. And if not, you would just lose streak into Singed, is what you would do. If you found like a good econ augment for it, you would just force it. If you were forced to take like a decent, like a combat augment or something for Singed, then you would just lose.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Bought a cog, yeah, sure. All right, so we got 4 upgrades now. We made Nashers. Do you know what you're trying to play from here?
Not really. Not exactly.
Okay.
No is probably some sort of AP line, I would assume. Unless like August is otherwise. Which is why I'm holding I'm like grasping onto this Jarvan to make sure I have Silas.
Sure.
But I mean,
this looks solid so far.
Yeah, at some point I do need to sell it for 40. Do you think I should in the spot? Should I ever what is it called? Should I ever sell Jarvan just to make like 40 or 30?
Did you have 2 Jarvans?
I have one. It was this shop when I sell it previous round and I hit it this shop, so that doesn't really... I don't think that should count it, right? Because I know my next in is probably Nico.
Yeah, your next in's Nico. You have Nico on the board.
Oh, I do have Nico on the board. But I don't... Do you think I should ever sell Jarvan here? I guess that's the answer.
You can sell it.
Okay.
You could hold it as well, it's fine. Like if you're playing like normal and not Silas heavy, then you can hold it. if you cared about Jarvan a lot, if you cared about Silas a lot, you would lock that shop for the Jarvan. You would lock it or buy it.
I see. Yep. What are the? So I think EMP is broken.
Yeah.
It is, right? Is it the best two? Well, one of
it's the best.
It's the best, right? Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. What would you say the second best?
It depends a little bit on the comp. I'm pretty sure Blast Shield is the second best one.
Okay, so the one that does true damage, 10% true damage to the entire board?
No, that's the HP.
Oh, that's the HP one. The one that gives your entire team a shield.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
And then after that, I think it's Nets. The stun, like the stun.
Yeah, the stun one, the 3 unit stun for 2 seconds. Or is it 2 units stun 3 seconds? I forgot.
It's 3 units stun for 2 seconds. I think that TG was better on Caitlyn.
Oh, should I have checked first?
I think you did check, didn't you, or no?
Oh yeah, I did check. I did check.
You checked it. I just think it's literally better on the Caitlyn. I don't know.
Oh.
It's kind of close.
Oh, I thought Radiant Warmogs on my sign 2 would not be a bad idea. Why would it be better on Caitlyn?
Because your board has a damage problem. Like, you lost this because your damage is terrible on your board. Like, your frontline is way better than theirs, but...
Oh, true.
Like, you have a damage issue. Also, you moved your items onto... It should not go here. It should go here.
Oh, like, I can't see your mouse.
Oh, sorry.
I meant your... I would assume that you meant Sterak should be on Alawi.
Yeah, it should be on Alawi too over Loris 1, I think, without trades, basically.
Okay.
Because...
You mean without tank trades, correct? Like, 2 Piltover is not a tank.
This is not buff. This is not buff it.
This is not buff Loris, yep.
Yeah. Also, like... like, the suspicious thing is that you moved tank items off of your tank to put on a weaker tank to put more tank items on him. But usually, like,
but our black damage.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't... when you're building your carries, right? Like, you try to go carry, tank, carry, right? You don't go carry, tank, tank in most comps.
Oh, wait, sorry, say that again?
In most comps, you prioritize carry first, then tank, then carry, right?
Yes.
And the reason why is because the second carry is better than the second tank, basically, right? Because the tank gets the tank for both at once. And, like, you should try to follow a similar kind of rule here, where, like, you invested more into your front line. Like, this is a solid front line, and you put more front line here is what happened. Versus you have, like, an okay front line, and then you put more damage here.
I see. Okay. If it rolled both tank items, would you still put it on Caitlyn?
If it was both, it'd go on Sion, yeah.
Just not Sion, okay. But because that's GS, right?
I'm pretty sure it can't roll both tank items, by the way.
Oh, it cannot? Oh, I didn't know that.
It's not in the pool. I don't think it's in the pool. I mean, you can watch. Like, that one is as close as it gets to 2 tank items.
I didn't want to make double Steraks, nor double Shojin.
Okay.
Would you say that's bad?
I agree with both of those.
Oh, okay.
No, I agree with both of those.
So I thought the best way to do is to slam the what's it called? The common component, which is sword. And I could probably make something out of it after just one slam. A reforged.
Can you just make a... You should kind of know what you're playing towards now, right?
Yes. I want to play Sorks or Lissandra. but probably swords.
Oh, you want to play level 8 from here?
Is swords not also a level 9 comp? Because I thought the idea is having Lux 2 and then go to 9 and then have Annie to sell us 2.
Nah, that comp's basically a straight to 9 comp.
Okay. Yeah, I noticed trying to play Lucy from it, it's horrible.
Yeah.
So like you wouldn't say 6 sword is like stable in stage 4, yeah?
The big thing you should probably try to see is that your board and your board is too upgraded and your HP is too high to want to play anything with level 9 here in this set. So you definitely want to play towards a level 9 comp, if that makes sense.
That does make sense.
Like you definitely want to play towards a level 9 comp. And so
how would that differ my item choices here?
Good question. What's the best unit on level 9?
For right now, it's probably Annie Silas.
Annie Silas?
Oh, you mean like in general, or from my spot?
I mean, of the base 8, which is the best carry?
It's the best carry.
Or the best unit, whatever how you want to put it.
I think it's either Lucian or Annie.
You're right, it's Lucian. I think like Lucian's kind of the consensus right now.
Does Lucian need his trait, or like the unique trait is his trait?
No, he doesn't need gunslinger.
Yeah, he doesn't need gunslinger, right? Okay. Good.
Like I'm telling you, I see 2 strong items that you can play right now.
IE Redemption.
Yeah.
If I make IE, do I move Kog'Maw items to Caitlyn?
No, you just slam them on Cog for 1 round, and you put them on Kai'Sa when you unlock her.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Okay.
Like you're ever playing around Cog, you can just slam like mana, then AD, and then you get to the casting.
The casting Kai'Sa, the AD Kai'Sa.
Yeah. Like Spirit's great. Like these items are great on.
Yeah, these items are actually really good on Kai'Sa, isn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't think of that.
And now our items are griefed. Because like, I know you didn't see it, but like, you really, really, really want to make 2 items here to like salvage as much HP as you can.
Yes.
Like it's just about preserve your HP as you go 9, basically. You are normally never supposed to be allowed to take
2
here, yeah.
Yeah, but I wanted to at least like just good practice. At least try to scout, and who knows if I'm.
No, it's good at practice.
Yeah.
This idea is good.
Taking what is the algorithm called? Reinforcement.
Reinforcements, yeah, reinforcements.
Yeah, and then do 1 roll. I can get any AP of any 3 of the AP 4 costs, and I'll be fine.
Yep. Or you could have waited for the Kai'Sa if you had the IE. Was also going to be good.
Yeah. Waited, or do I roll heavy for the Kai'Sa?
Well, it takes a turn. Like.
Oh yeah, it takes a. Oh yes, I forgot. Yeah.
Like you know for sure it'll be the next shop.
Yeah, for sure. Yes, correct. I don't quite understand how I was able to have 4 lose streak from my board. It was really surprising that I proceed to lose every single fight for the rest of stage 4.
Oh, I guess you can roll 2 tank. Like that's 2 tank. Anyways, you're surprised that you lost. I'm not really surprised.
It's Viego 3?
I mean, no, it's that. I mean, Viego 3 is a little bit of a problem.
Mm-hmm.
The bigger problem is that your synergy, like your defensive synergies, are terrible. Like you have 2 Bruiser, 1 Warden, 1 Defender, and then Zoe in the back, no anti-heal. It's like I'm not surprised that you lost, but I wouldn't be expecting to win here.
Okay.
Like you're taking this with the hope that you save HP.
Correct.
Like you're mostly against people who rolled for their boards. If someone rolls for their board and their board is worse than yours, then they failed at the game.
Correct.
You did lose the Mal's one though.
Singe 2 Mal 1, yeah.
Yeah. Who do you make Gunblade for?
Silas.
Okay. I know playing for Silas is good. You definitely should not tunnel on playing for Silas. Because you don't have the Jarvan 2. You don't have the Jarvan 2, and I know it's a little bit hard to tell here. You're actually short on gold to be playing for Silas. Like the Silas is not actually that good unless you get it 2-star, and you're playing off of a bugged interaction. So like it's not even like good practice. Yeah, Gunblade is good on Silas because it heals like 10 times the amount it's supposed to.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Did you plan or anything here? You skip Garrett. Like if you want to practice without a planner, that's chill. Just know that
that cannot allow. That's not allowed.
I mean, the Garen's whatever. You just can't be playing towards it. The Garen's not even the problem. The problem is the Jarvan. You will not find the Jarvan. Like it just won't happen. You won't find the Jarvan. It's 10% odds on 10, on 9. It's, by the way, it's I think twice as hard with your gold left to find a 2-star 5 cost compared to a 2-star 1 cost, specific one. Because there's 14 1 costs in the pool. There's 8 5 costs.
There's 8 5 costs.
Yeah, there's 8 5 costs, and like this is less than this. Correct. Like you should just know that you won't find it. Do you always roll at this speed?
No.
Honestly, your board looks pretty decent. But you're rolling too slow. Like what you should do is like you should have an idea of what you're gonna play, even if it's the Silas board. You should know what you're going to play because like
and then sort of at least have
like you're like kind of doing this on the fly. What the here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say in terms of like level 9 board building. You can't play Seraphine, Azir, and Mel. But if you play this package, you really don't want to drop the Seraphine. Like I'm pretty sure here, if you miss Xerath, like if you hit Nasus 2, you should play Nasus 2. But your board, I don't know a better way to say it, but your understanding of what board you should be playing here is just off. Because I'll put it this way. What's the core? The core is Seraphine, Vi, Nico
Swain.
And like if Swain is holding your items, you kind of want a Juggernaut, all right?
Which is Shyvana.
If you play Mel, if you play Mel, you want to play Fiddle plus Mbessa, right?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? One of the slot, yeah, so there's 2 slots left on your board, right?
Mm-hmm.
What can the 2 slots be? One of them should be Shyvana, and then you're just not playing Nasses. Like you just play Senna. You just play Senna plus the thing, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Senna plus Shyvana.
Oh yeah, Shyvana.
No, because you're playing a Seraphine on your board, right? If you're if you are playing around Azir, which you can play around Azir, you just wouldn't play around Mel, basically.
What would be the Azir package be like?
Bro, the good Azir package is Azir Xerath, and you just carry the Xerath.
Okay.
Because that guy is like stronger than Mel, basically. Like it's like Xerath and then Mel. This is really bad. These items should not be on the Zilean. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure this guy's worse than Mel.
The 2-star Zilean.
He had 5,000 damage.
It's worse than 1-star.
I mean, it's no trait Zilean is the problem. His trait is really, really good.
Invoker?
You can't play traits. You don't have Invoker in.
Mm-hmm.
If you have Invoker in over anything, you win this fight.
So Shyvana should be over Zilean, and then Seraphine should be over.
Oh, like yeah, it's like you just don't have space for the Zilean, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it should be Shyvana over Zilean. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you just didn't get to a good board, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you probably should have removed that one. And like you played towards Silas when you're just not getting to Silas this game. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like the board, like you should. What is it? What you can do is you can try to play towards one of you. Okay, technically you can play both, but like. Okay, it's like kind of complex. So on these level 9 boards, you almost always play you almost always play these 2.
Shyvana.
At least right now. Shyvana Swain, right? Then you have AP items, right? Mm-hmm. So they have to go somewhere. The best units you can put them on
probably
are
Xerath,
then Mel, right? It's like in that order, all right? Mm-hmm. So if you're playing around Xerath, you don't need Mel. But you could play Mel because like what else goes in the front line? Like it's pretty common to play these 3,
Nico
right?
Nico Vi.
Nico Vi Seraphine. That's like this justifies this, right? Mm-hmm. But if you play Xerath, you usually want to play Azir, right?
Oh, do you usually? Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. Do you always want to play 2 Shurima in with Xerath?
2 Shurima's pretty good, yeah.
Okay. So let's say it's 2. Let's say Azir does not have Disruptor. Do you would I ever consider playing Nasus Xerath?
That's basically a useless question because you'll never have those 2.
Oh, that's true. You can't lose.
Either go like loss-win-loss or win-loss-win in the late game and then lose 4 more. Like that will basically never happen, and even if it does happen, you can't play your board around it.
That's true. So it's almost, I mean, it's not almost, it's always going just going to be Azir Xerath. Is there any chance I can drop Azir and just have Xerath in?
You can. Azir is droppable. Like if you wanted to do this, this is okay.
Right? Okay.
Like this is fine, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you would play like you would take your pick between I think here you would want Ambessa Fiddle.
Right. And then if I don't hit Xerath, it just, what is it called? So, what's his thing? Lucian.
Bro, you would just like this board, you would just be playing the Azir here.
Oh, for the disruptor.
Yeah. And then like you don't have to play this. You don't have to play this one either. Oh, sorry, you wouldn't play all three. Sorry, you wouldn't play all three. Sorry, you would be not playing this, and if you don't play that, but you play Azir, then your board starts making a lot more sense. If you play this, you don't play this package. Then you have the slot to play what you want, because then you could have played Nasus, which is the best tank in the game. It's better than all of these. It's better than everything. It's better than I've come to the conclusion. It's better than Tibbers 2. It's better than Orin 2. It's better than Shiv 2. It's better than Swain 2. Better than Terra 2. It's better than every other tank in the game. Nasus 2, and you have it. And I think you rolled past it in this mod.
Yeah.
So your guys upgraded. They're both upgraded. So you kind of don't want to drop them. But I think you don't want to drop them too quickly, obviously. But you hit the Senate, you would want to end on something like this. If you were to play around both the Mel and the Azir, basically. Does this make sense?
Yeah, that does make sense.
Like if you don't play Seraphine, you don't really want to play the two.
The 2-1. So those three goes together. That's the idea.
Yes.
The Seraphine Vi Deco. It justifies each other to be on the same
yes, exactly. Slot. Yep. They all justify each other.
But if I drop any of them, it doesn't make sense.
If you just drop the whole package basically, right? And then
wait. Quick question: Is Silas replaceable Nico? Like, let's say I'm keeping the thing and Silas.
Yes.
Okay.
It directly replaces. He's the same traits, right?
Yeah.
Replace Nico.
Okay.
So what then? Then this is only 5 units, right?
I thought it's Ambessa Fiddle.
You can play Ambessa Fiddle if you want, because this is actually enough frontline. You can also play Draven Kindred if that's what you have. Like those are your options, right?
Correct.
You play Draven Kindred or Ambessa Fiddle. And then you only play one of these packages, right? So this is 7 slots. And then you play Senna. And then you can like play Fiddle anyways. You can put a random Tarek on the board.
Or maybe Orn.
No Orn unless you're really ahead, I think.
Because you need to wait. Orn's strength comes after 4 rounds of his artifact, correct?
Yeah, Orn, the unit Orn is pretty bad.
Okay, yeah, that's also what I noticed.
Yeah.
He's not a very good tank.
No, he's not. So let's say, if you're playing something like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's just
and then you can
probably
play
Arcanist.
like you can play a random Arcanist, yeah, it's fine.
Arcanist is definitely better than Gunslinger here. Yeah.
Yeah. Because like usually you won't be items on Lucian.
Yep.
So
and also Arcanist is team white, 18 AP.
You can just put this on your board and it's fine. I'm pretty sure like one of the stronger like you could keep the Nico 2 for Arcanist and it's fine.
Yep.
As well. That's what you should try to do here.
Okay.
It's like these things work in packages basically, and you need to play justified packages. Like you can't play no trait Zillion basically.
When can I ever use Zillion? Is it just in the Lissandra line?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Or if you like have Nunu, you can play it as well.
How do you come across like unlocking Nunu and Kennen in mid game? Because I feel like if you want a Nunu or a Kennen, you have to like plan for it.
You either have to be playing, okay, Kennen is like Yordles or Ionia, Nunu is Yordles or Bruiser Invokers.
Correct.
Like if you're playing those lines, like if you have like Scion 2, the other Bruiser 2, you're level 7, it's really easy to unlock the Kabuko. Like then it's easy because you're just playing 2 Invokers in the back.
I always position my Fiddlesticks in the front line because he is usually not the main carry, and I like this. I like the guaranteed stun on the back line.
How does that guarantee the stun on the back line? So
if it's on the same side, it usually, if I put him in the second row, he can cast like backwards, like behind my other front line, or he can be in the enemy like front line, which like the center of the enemy front line.
Unless you have some good footage of like that happening, it's pretty bad for him to not cast, right? So this fight he didn't cast and you died. This fight I'm curious to see. This fight he died before cast it. Oh wait, did he? Oh no, he cast. Oh, this ult looks good.
Like, let's say if I put him behind the Sand Soldiers, I'm pretty sure it jumps towards the enemy swing and does not touch Malzahar.
Yeah.
That's what I've noticed from playing Fiddlesticks, and I also heard everybody said the same thing. Yeah.
So this is pretty cool to do with him if you have a meta item. I think if you take it off, you can't put him in the front line because he'll die.
But yeah, let's say if I like invest him with the.
You're also not positioning it, by the way, just so you like. You're not looking.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, that is.
So if you're not looking, it probably shouldn't go there. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Your problem this game was almost exclusively endgame board building, basically. Like you're not well prepped,
like too scattered around, not really looking for the package, not locking into the package fast enough.
Yeah, exactly. There's like a variety of like if then kind of statements that you need to know. So like if you're playing around, if you play around Azir, if you're you can play 3 things, right, for your backline. You can play Seraphine Azir, Seraphine Mel, and Mel Azir, right? You can do all of them.
Seraphine Azir, Seraphine Mel Azir. Yep.
Yeah, all 3 boards exist, right? Like they all like you can play without this. And you can like Seraphine primary and it's okay. But yeah, that'll be okay.
So yeah, I think the hugest mistake is that I completely at the moment I sell Seraphine, everything collapses. That unit should not have been sold.
If you sell Seraphine, you have to get off like your other package, but your other package is all you have. Is the problem. Like you cannot justify getting off the package, which means you cannot justify getting off Seraphine, which means here, like from this situation, it means you shouldn't be playing Azir in this spot, is what it means. Like you can play for the Mel, but then you just play Mel Seraphine is what you should do. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense.
Like this Azir is fucking useless here. Like what does the Azir do in any fight? Nothing. Like you're not playing the Nasus and the Azir doesn't do anything. So there's literally no reason to be playing this over Seraphine. Ever. The Azir justifies the unlock. And that's like kind of his only purpose. Yeah, like Nasus unlock is cool. Like that guy's pretty good, right? He also kind of justifies Xerath, right? If you have Xerath or Renekton, he justifies all of them, right? But you have to be playing around one of them, otherwise just consider the Azir to be fairly low value. Cool. All right, that's pretty good. Did you have any other questions or anything?
Could you go over what you would expect to be the good forecasts?
Yeah.
Or like, I guess just what are the good comps? I want to know like if there is like it would be cool if I can tell any like comps that I didn't think of.
Yeah, this is the stats of 21 games played in Project PBE ladder phase, tier 1. This is Sin Seraphine, you know that one, right?
Yep.
Ishtar reroll, Azir Fast 9, which looks like it's a Azir Seraphine or Azir Mel, depending on how much gold they have. Azir Mel is significantly more expensive.
Azir. Yeah.
Because you have to get off the frontline package for better units, right?
Is Shadow
Malmaxes
Isles?
or
Oh, sorry.
Malmaxes.
I'll let you explain.
What is this? Or what was your question? It's a combination of both reroll and non-reroll.
Okay, so is Kalista 2 good?
Kalista 2 is decent, yeah.
Okay. I probably put way too much because I always value Gwen and Viego over Kalista.
Yeah.
And I don't really know if that's correct because
you can't carry Viego 2 the whole game, right? Like
that's correct. So I always
you also can't always roll for it. Like if you roll for it when you're not supposed to, you're 8th. Because it's just too slow and you can't burn your gold like that.
But yeah, okay. So knowing that there is a temple Shadow Isles is good.
So like look at the good ones. Warwick Gunslinger, GP3 not 3, Slayers.
Can you talk me over about Warwick Gunslinger? I have way too little knowledge of this unit.
Yeah.
I noticed it's usually played around with Freyord.
Yeah, it always is. And then you play Jinx. You play Jinx and a Gunslinger.
And Senna or MF.
Senna's better. Senna 1's better than FF2 at least right now.
Okay, cool. That's good to know.
Yeah, and this is your board.
So Warwick items, is there any specific do build this or do not build this on Warwick?
I mean, you really want CC immunity and healing.
Okay, so Titan BT, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Try this one more.
Comm is good. Titans looks good. Sterak's looks good.
Mm-hmm.
QS looks fine. Hodge is worse than BT. That kind of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't build IE on this guy. He's not IE unit. Unit.
Do you build IE on Yunara?
It's not that good on Yunara.
Okay.
It's definitely the least important of the 3.
Yep. Wait, the 3? You mean like red buff?
3 items. 3 items. Looks good. Thigh looks good. It looks like it's Abyss tied with this actually. It's interesting. Maybe the meta slowed down, or like this comp needs more attack speed. Yeah.
Would you say Yunara is a Rage Blade like required?
I mean, it's that or red buff, and it looks like in this comp it's supposed to be Rage Blade. I don't know why in general. If you like look at in general, maybe it changed based on this patch or something. Like in general, this performed worse than red buff by a lot.
Yeah, but I noticed that.
I think it's comp related, I guess.
Like what the meta is doing and what.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Like this patch, you needed to chew through like a singed board, which was probably better with Ginsu, I think.
Yep. Makes sense.
They're similar. I would read this as this being better, actually.
Do you
Wait,
ever
one
play
other was-
Yunara with Ash with Warwick? Like, let's say if that board and I didn't hit like MF2.
Yeah, you can play Yunara. It's fine. Yunara without her Ionia traits kind of weak though is the problem.
What are the good Ionia for Yunara? I know the extra proc on auto attack is very good.
Like multi-hit and XP are good, and gold are fine.
Okay.
Like those all give like a decent amount of flat stats.
Good. That's good
Yeah.
to know. That is very good to know, actually.
But yeah, that's it in terms of the late comps, pretty much. Like Slayers, I assume you know Slayers, right?
Belveth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's Belveth, yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, I would expect this to be good.
How big of a
Pretty
nerf do you think Singe is gonna receive?
I think he'll be unplayable in the new patch, but that one could be a little bit too bold. He for sure should not be top 3 or 4 comps. He should be worse than top 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm. So we will see the changes tomorrow, right?
I don't know for sure. I thought we would get them tomorrow.
Okay. Is it okay if I ask you what your thoughts on the patch notes? Once they release.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
I think you meant now. I'm like I don't have them.
Yeah, no. When it's released.
Yeah, sure. You can shoot me a message. It's fine.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
I think that's pretty good.
Sounds good. I think we're good.
Yeah.
All right. Good stuff. If you have any questions, you can shoot them my way. Otherwise, yeah, I'll catch you later. Best luck in your games.
Okay, thank you.
All right. See ya. Bye.